2, 1.
Okay, this is the notes for 1.3b. Question 1, they give you an equation and they go through solving it and they ask you for what properties are they using. So if we look at step 1 to step 2, notice that all they did is they took this 5 and they multiplied the 2 and the 6 by it. So that is our distributive property. At the next step, since there was a plus 30, they subtracted 30 from both sides. This is the subtractive property of addition, or of the equation. The addition property would be basically the opposite. From here to here, notice all they did is they said took this and said what the negative 10 minus 30 was and so forth. So this is simplifying. Here, they divided each piece by the 10 that was on the W, so this is the divisive property. And finally, they simplified again. Okay, question 2 says a gym has yoga classes. Each class has 13 students. If there are C classes, write an equation to represent the total number of students. Okay, so the total number of students is S. There's 13 classes with C, or 13 students per class, which is C, so 13C. Alright, question 3 asks us to write out an equation based on the sentence 9 times the sum of a number and 2 is 6. Okay, anytime you see times that tells you to use no parenthesis. So here we have 9 times tells me I need a parenthesis. Sum of a number and 2, so I know that's plus 2. They tell us to use C for the number. And finally is equals 6. Okay, question 4. They give us the setup, we just got to figure out which one to use. So it says David paid a total of $24 for 3 frozen meals. He had a coupon for $6 off the regular price. Okay, so $6 off, that tells us we're using the subtract form of the equation. So we can go ahead and put our 6 here. Right, we know that the total cost was 24, so that equals 24. And we know we have the 3 out front. For part B, they want us to solve this. Okay, so we know the first thing we do is, since there's just 3 out front, we can divide 24 by 3 to get P minus 6 equals 8. So now here, minus 6 becomes a plus 6. So we get P equals 14. So our answer is 14. Okay, question 5 is a little more difficult. We're told that a washer and dryer costs $986 combined. So we can say W plus D equals $986. Right? We're then told that the washer costs $36 more than the dryer. So we can now say washer equals the dryer plus 36. Now here's where we start to solve it. We can take D plus 36 and replace this W with it. So if we do that, we get D plus 36 plus D equals 986. So now we can combine like terms to get 2D plus 36 equals 986. From here, we subtract over our 36 to get 2D equals 950. And then we divide through by the 2 to get the dryer cost of $475. Okay, question 6 is asking us a question about altitude. We're getting 2 different things here. So we have A and B. So plane A has an altitude of 820 meters. So we start with at 820 meters. Plane B has an altitude of 1,230 34 meters, so that's our starting point there. We're then told that plane A loses an altitude of 15 meters per second. So that's minus 15, and per second tells us we got to multiply, and so we use x. Plane B is losing an altitude at 24 meters per second, so that's minus 24x. Okay, part B asks us to write an equation to show that the two planes are at the same altitude. All that is we simply set our two equations to be equal to one another. Alright, so from there we could solve it if we wanted to. Alright, now question 7, we have two parts, A and B basically. Okay, first one says the area of a rectangular field is 5,005, the length is 91, what's the width? Okay, so we know that area is length times width, so now we just plug in what we know. We know that the area is 5,005, we know the length, or the width rather, the length is 91, so we get 91W. So here, we divide through by 91 to get 55. So our width is 55. Okay. The second part asks us for the perimeter. Okay, we know that perimeter, we just add all four sides. So a simplified version of that equation is 2 times L plus W equals your perimeter. So again, we want to plug in what we know. Okay, we're told that the width is 78, so we get 2 parentheses L plus 78 equals 334. So now the first thing we do is we divide through by this 2 to get L plus 78 equals 334, not 334, rather 167, 334 divided by 2. Now we subtract the 78 to get a length of 89. Okay, so that was the notes for 1.3b.